It is great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. Just about to turn the corner into the back half of the season here on EA Sports College Football. It is Week 7. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Vince Davis. Hunter Rose down the sidelines and Sam Palmer.
Lubbock has one of the best fan bases in college football. When you step on the field, they are welcoming, they are loud, and they are passionate about their Red Raiders. This has become a must-visit venue. If you're talking about college football, do not sleep on Lubbock, Texas. The Red Raiders are ready to roar. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Red Raiders will kick off first, and here we go. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
Caught in the backfield, it's Terry. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Here's a give to Hardy. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Right back to the well. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense because Ahmad Hardy is option 1, 2, and 3. And you saw him a year ago, man. Not only does he have that home run speed to make big plays, but he also runs that stretch play so nice and breaks tackles and uses his physicality. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like that in the backfield.
Yeah, and you mentioned the breaking tackles. That was really the thing. His contact balance and his ability to somehow stay on his feet on those outside zone plays were huge for Missouri's offense a year ago, and they're going to be looking to do that again. You better pack a lunch on defense every single time you're playing this guy. No question, we're expecting big things from him this season.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help tack on this 3rd down. He'll pull it down. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And on third down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the first down, a new set of downs for this offense.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Simmons. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Well, give the defense a lot of credit because the quarterback had nowhere to go downfield with that one. He just tried to spit it out to the perimeter. Nice catch, but they only gave up 1 yard.
So now it's second and long. The give to Hurdy. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. It's complete to the left. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
And the Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Throwing Simmons. On the fire. Already saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
There's so many of these read plays with quarterbacks because they're so smart and they're so athletic now. He makes the correct read, the correct decision, goes and gets the first down, new set of downs. Great job by the quarterback.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. He makes it grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Missouri!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Oh, they're after him. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
Wow, that's a really nice catch. much, especially considering it comes from a running back. Quarterback's got to do a better job being more accurate with that. You got to know he's not a receiver, right? It's not as natural for him. They don't make awkward body catches as gracefully as some of these other guys, and it's sometimes harder for them to stay on his feet. Let him work. Get him the ball in the chest. Nice job bailing out his QB, but the QB's got to return the favor.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give is to Williams. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Trying to make magic with his feet. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Running inside, it's Williams. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time.
Snags it, and he's open. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
And the Red Raiders, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Got some room after the goal line. And he's in. Pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raider.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone. You love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Oh, he's got some space. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Here's Simmons to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And just a really nice throw. Really good touch towards the sideline on that corner route. And the receiver does a nice job catching the football and immediately getting up the field, getting in the end zone for the big touchdown.
And the point after is good. from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He's got it out. He's going to get loose. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll run it. It's Williams. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Into the end zone. Extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the run. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Plows through the defense. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the second level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
Going to try to get it himself. Brings into the open. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Simmons. Bringing the heat. And it's a sack.
That's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's only throwing for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think about it.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. Drills him with the stiff arm. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And this D's going to have to find some answers, guys. I mean, you've seen them. This offense has moved the ball down the field, done what they want. Now 1st and goal situation. Who cares about the yards? Like, step up right here, try to force them into a 4th down, try to make them kick a field goal.
Missouri comes up with a 1st and goal. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. That touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Hardy. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Timeout, that's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. Cross the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. Here in the final 2 minutes. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Hammond. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Missed the connection on 2nd. Now looking at a 3rd down. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Right down the middle. He makes the catch. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking. on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Throws to the tight end. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
He might want another play. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw. It's Hammond. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Scrambling away. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. The Red Raiders line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with a look at Rutgers, taking on the number 19 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Scarlet Knights, on top in a game most people didn't give them a chance in. This team remains steadfast all week, and their belief is paying off.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something this time.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Unloads to the wideout. Sure hands, it's Johnson. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots, shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
You know, when you talk to quarterback coaches, they oftentimes say, my goal for my guy is to complete 65 to 70% of his throws. That has not been the case for this guy. He is under 33% throwing it in this game. That's the reason, guys, why they're losing.
Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Johnson. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The ball is down at the 40. after that grab. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
And just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
Going to the run, it's Williams. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
Dropping back, it's Hammond. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half.
Hey, guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
Flying out to the left. The 40. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
He's forced out of bounds well behind the line of scrimmage, and the defense will take it as a sack.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
And the Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Hammond. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Eagle! Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Upstairs to make the catch. And he's brought down. After making the big catch, but not before. He picks up more than 40.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
The sure hands. It's Eakin. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign, but you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive, coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Wilson! Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. And
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Matt Prater. Making a grab in the end zone. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telling.
No doubting quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Keeper on the option, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
Now on second down. They'll give it to Hardy. And he'll be brought down.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. Now here's Simmons. Trying to escape and get it himself. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. 4th down, Simmons. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And listen, obviously, this area of the field, it's a question that's been made whether or not he goes for that or 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. He wants to change this route. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got him. And they'll knock him down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Boy, at this stage of the game, when every snap and every yard counts, that penalty is costly. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Touchback, the ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end. Last time, David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness. Turning it on! The 30, the 20, he's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers! Once he got some room, it was over. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. Got all the room. There he goes. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting. You don't see them very often. They go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the return to showing the speed, finding the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Then perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with possession on that one. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. This team unranked at the moment, but if they could pull off this top 10 upset, they might find themselves in the bowl shortly. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
So tough to avoid these mid-season lulls. You come in ranked in the top 10, and you find yourself in a lot of trouble. Red pass, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
That defender just laid the wood. As soon as that guy caught the ball, there he was. Bam! Clean hit for a minimal gain.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. There's some room. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers! You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And the extra point is good. Coming out with it, it's Hudson. Not nearly as much running room as he'd hoped. He's out of bounds at the 13. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. The Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10.
Well, that's 3 throws on this drive and 3 completions and 3 first downs. And it's funny, talking to the offensive coordinator during the week, he said, hey, if my head coach would let me do it, I'd throw the ball 100 times a game. I wouldn't even run it because of how much I trust this quarterback to do the right thing. And that's exactly what's happening on this drive.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They're able to ride him down, but not before he has flipped the field with a huge pickup on the play. And now they are set up coming out of the 2-minute timeout. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to pass. It's Hammond. Into the end zone. And it's grabbed for the big touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Well, the offense did their point. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now. If you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
They'll line up to go for 2. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for a 2-point conversion, and that could be big as it zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The connection and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Sends it back in motion. Throwing Simmons. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Now, a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Quarterback decides, let's think this 4th down play over, and he calls a timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Simmons to throw for it on 4th. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint.
Oh, he's got some space. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another 1st down.
The running threat of the QB it gives you the +1. It's just such a headache. He can always pull it. He can give it. There's so many options, and this defense so far hasn't had a lot of answers in trying to stop this offense.
The RPO, it's complete. Could not make his way to the corner. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their 1st. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking for room to the right, it's Hardy. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, a lot of bad things happening on that play if you're on offense, because 1, you lost yards, but 2, you ran out of bounds. You've got the lead. You want to bleed this clock. It's one thing to lose yards, but stay in bounds. Just go down.
Trying to force a field goal try. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
With that incompletion, it now sets up a very interesting decision for the head coach, right? You've got a narrow lead. Kick the field goal now and force the opponent to have to at least score a touchdown to retake the lead. But it also sees a lot of momentum. If you get it here on 4th and short, if you're able to score a touchdown, this is a completely different game.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Off the RPO, complete. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. The Tigers are back on top.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Looking for the 2-point try. Here's Simmons to throw. He gets across the goal line into the end zone for the 2, and he pushes the lead to 11. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. He gets a block. He's on the loose. And there he goes. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep it from scoring. And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting a drive with a 1st and goal. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Stepping to the right. Touchdown, Red Raider! And they add 6 more on the board, and a trip to the house. The Red Raiders surge back on top.
Got the touchdown, guys, but I don't know if they're going to be able to even get a playoff after this onside kick attempt. If they recover it, they're going to have to do it super quick to give themselves a chance for the Hail Mary into the end zone.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. Lining up for the onside kick, just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done.